Ball League is on the air. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Washington Commanders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. A pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple 1st downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. It was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
A first down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. This defense for the Commanders, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Second down, Jacobs once more. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And the tight end goes in motion left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does its job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot in the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured. Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. Hitting Samuel on the slant. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss of the tackle.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he finds McLaurin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
They've been able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to throw again.
Quick slant, Dotson.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
They'll run with Gibson.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders are back within a score.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go play action here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning. And the slot man goes in motion left. Jacobs going to try the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Aiming for Jacobs, he's got him, reeling it in on the out route. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what? This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 65 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And that's complete to Adams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. With the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. It's certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jacobs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 13 yards. Las Vegas, first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th.
First down, Raiders.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Not been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
they'll look to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Commanders 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play there for Washington. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for first and 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. This time, the extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He'll look to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Off the option, here's Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think he's going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of first. They'll send a big tight end in motion right. They'll set up a throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Pardon me, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Scott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. In motion left, Robinson. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's
incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
2nd and 14. Gets this to Gibson. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. He's back to throw. He's got McLaurin. Finding space at the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. He'll look to throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by David Moore. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Off the option, here's Jacobs. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well and end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over first and 10.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for Las Vegas, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Washington.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the white in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Q-Bone staying with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. And take your tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul.